Be honest with me for a second. Have you ever looked in the mirror after a haircut and thought, why do I look older, not younger? The truth is, the wrong haircut can add 10 years to your face, but the right one can take 10 years off. And after 60, that difference is life-changing. Hair is so much more than just hair. It's confidence, identity, and the way we tell the world who we are. But as we age, our hair changes. Texture, thickness, even the way it frames our face. And here's the thing. What looked amazing on you at 40 might not be doing you any favors. Now, the good news is you don't need drastic surgery, expensive treatments, or endless products. Sometimes, all it takes is the right cut. In today's video, I'll share the 3 haircuts that instantly make women over 60 look fresher, lighter, and more vibrant. And I'll also show you the 3 cuts you'll want to avoid, because they can unintentionally make you look older or tired. This isn't about pretending to be 25 again. It's about celebrating your age with style, elegance, and cuts that work with you, not against you. So, if you've ever felt stuck in a hairstyle rut, or wondered what haircut will actually flatter you now, this video is for you. The truth is, our hair goes through just as many changes as the rest of our body. By this age, you may notice your hair feels thinner, drier, or more fragile because our natural production of keratin and collagen slows down, and our scalp produces less oil. Even if you were blessed with thick, shiny hair in your younger years, it naturally changes in texture and density as we mature. And it's not just about biology, it's also about perception. Research and psychology tell us that the way our hair frames our face can significantly influence how others perceive our age, vitality, and even our energy. For example, a cut that adds lift around the cheekbones doesn't just flatter your face, it subconsciously signals vibrancy, positivity, and youthfulness. Meanwhile, a heavy, outdated style can unintentionally pull the face downward and make you appear tired. But here's the most important part. A good haircut isn't about hiding your age, it's about amplifying your confidence. When your hair works with your features instead of against them, it highlights your natural elegance and shows the world you're still full of life and style. Think about it this way. Clothes, makeup, even jewelry, they all matter, but your haircut is the frame of your portrait. Change the frame and suddenly the entire picture feels brand new. So, choosing the right haircut after 60 isn't vanity. It's self-care, self-expression, and about showing up in the world as the best version of yourself. And that's exactly why we're diving into the 3 haircuts that instantly make you look 10 years younger. Let's start with one of the most timeless, versatile, and flattering styles for women over 60, the soft layered bob. Picture a haircut that instantly lightens your face, adds movement to your hair, and takes away that heavy, weighed-down look. That's exactly what a layered bob does. It's fresh, modern, and works on nearly every face shape. Why does this haircut make such a difference? First, layers create natural movement and softness around the face. Instead of your hair sitting stiffly in one place, the layers add flow and dimension, drawing the eye upward and softening features like a sagging jawline or fine lines around the mouth. Second, the most flattering layered bobs for mature women usually fall anywhere from chin length to just above the shoulders. Then there's the bangs. A soft side-swept bang paired with a layered bob can instantly take years off your appearance by gently covering forehead lines and adding balance to the face. A fringe that's too heavy can look dated, but a soft, wispy bang opens up the eyes and gives that youthful, approachable feel. Another big reason the layered bob is so flattering is because it adapts to hair texture. If your hair is fine, layers add body and volume. If thick, they remove heaviness. And if wavy or curly, they enhance natural textures beautifully. From a psychological standpoint, this cut signals freshness and modernity. When people see hair with movement and shape, it subconsciously communicates vitality, energy, and being up to date. Compare that to stiff one-length cuts that often signal formality or outdatedness. One style says, "I'm still vibrant and engaged," while the other can unintentionally say, "I've given up." Now let's talk styling. A layered bob is incredibly low maintenance but still looks polished. You can blow dry it for smooth volume, add a bit of curl for softness, or let it air dry for a natural tousled look. A touch of highlights or lowlights within those layers creates dimension and makes thinning hair look thicker and fuller. Finally, the beauty of this haircut is confidence. When you look in the mirror and see a style that frames your face, highlights your features, and moves with life, you don't just look younger, you feel younger. A pixie with soft layers and volume can be one of the most youthful and flattering cuts a woman over 60 can choose. As we age, our hair naturally thins. A well-cut pixie adds structure and lift where you need it most. By keeping layers on top, your stylist can create the illusion of thickness and fullness, giving your entire face a lifted look, almost like a mini facelift without surgery. Another reason this cut works well is that it highlights your best features, your eyes, cheekbones, and smile, sending a message of confidence and radiance. But not all pixies are created equal. A super short, severe crop can look harsh and accentuate lines. The key is softness and texture. Ask your stylist to keep edges feathered rather than blunt, add layers on top for volume, and consider a side-swept fringe to soften the forehead. While tapered sides elongate the neck for a graceful silhouette. Women often choose this cut for practicality. It's low maintenance and easy, but practicality doesn't have to sacrifice style. The alternative, opt for a soft pixie with layers and volume instead of an extreme close crop. Layers add texture to soften the face, and a side-swept fringe can balance the look. Psychologically, a harsh crop can imply you've stopped caring about style, while a softer alternative projects vibrancy and confidence. So, if tempted by an ultra-short crop, ask if it highlights your best features or draws attention to areas you'd rather soften. With a bit more length and texture, you keep convenience but gain a more youthful, flattering result. The alternative, a modern layered bob with texture and movement. Ask your stylist for layers that add softness around the face, avoid stiff curves, and consider a side part or tousled styling. Subtle highlights break up the helmet effect, and embracing imperfection, hair that moves and sways, signals vitality. Psychologically, rigid hair communicates rigidity and personality, while flowing hair communicates openness, warmth, and energy, timelessly youthful qualities. So, if holding onto a helmet bob, let it go. With tweaks like layers and softer texture, you keep polish but gain a modern, light, youthful style. Now, how do you choose the right cut for you? It depends on face shape, hair texture, and lifestyle. For face shape, round faces benefit from layers adding height at the crown. Square or angular jawlines need soft layers or side-swept bangs for balance. Longer or narrower faces need width and movement at the sides. Think of your haircut as a frame enhancing your portrait. For hair texture, fine or thinning hair suits shorter cuts with layers for volume. Thick hair needs weight removal with smart layering. Wavy or curly hair should be cut into layers that celebrate movement. Lifestyle matters too. If you love styling, a layered shag offers versatility. If you prefer simplicity, a layered bob or pixie with volume looks polished with minimal effort. Bring pictures to your stylist for clarity, and don't underestimate regular trims to maintain shape. Remember, your haircut isn't about hiding age but embracing it with style. The right cut should make you feel radiant, confident, and comfortable. When in the salon chair, think about what to highlight, not hide. We've looked at 3 haircuts that take years off, 3 to avoid, and how to choose a style that suits you. At heart, remember, your haircut isn't about chasing youth but expressing the best version of yourself. The right style highlights features, softens where needed, and gives confidence to shine at any age. Aging isn't fading into the background, but evolving with grace, style, and boldness. And sometimes the right haircut is the spark that reminds you of the vibrant woman you've always been. Thank you for spending time with me today. If inspired, subscribe, share with a friend, and let me know in the comments which haircut you feel ready to try next.